Oh yeah, TikTok was officially banned, signed into law. Biden signed the bill. As of right now, the law of the land is that TikTok must divest. They must sell to an American company in the next 6 months, or they will be banned. That is the law of the land. It is happening. Now, TikTok is going to challenge this. And it'll probably take a while in the courts. It'll probably go all the way to the Supreme Court. This could take many more months based on how rigorously they fight it before anything happens. But the law is there. The law exists, and unless it's overturned, will lead to TikTok's ban. Now, normally I would say that, of course, given the choice between getting $0 or getting $150, $200 billion, they will sell the company, especially if it doesn't require them to give up the algorithm. However, it is looking like China is thinking about, not China, well, ByteDance, but perhaps under influence from Beijing, is not going to sell. They are saying they won't sell no matter what, which is odd. Very, very odd. So there's a chance that it goes full India and we don't have TikTok at all. I don't know. It remains to be seen. The only thing I know to be sure is that the TikTok algorithm will not fall into American hands. That I know for a fact. There's just 0% chance that China will give that up. It just won't happen. It will not leave China. And so whatever TikTok we end up with will have a different algorithm. What is TikTok worth without the algorithm? Well, the user base and brand name is so strong, and most people don't really follow any of this news, to be honest. So they would seamlessly switch to something new. I mean, you wouldn't know. It's probably worth quite a bit, definitely billions. But again, if they choose not to sell it, I don't know what'll happen. It's also interesting because TikTok would still be owned by ByteDance in every other country in the world. And so they might not want to sell to America just because they don't want a homegrown American competitor. It's a separate company also called TikTok, run by Americans that, what I'm saying? I don't know. It remains to be seen. I don't know exactly what'll play out, but it's been banned. There is a funny bit of news to it in that apparently in the bill, ByteDance can pay $5,000 per user or something like that. So all they need is 580 billion. That's cool. Pay off the US debt. As crazy as it wouldn't. It would be a drop in the bucket, really. But could they sell to a European company? I believe the bill says American, but the bill was written in that it can't be owned by a foreign adversary. So I suppose if it was sold to a British company, that'd be fine. TikTok isn't banned in other countries. So will ByteDance only sell the US version of the app and own for, yes, exactly. ByteDance will sell the American version of TikTok to an American company. They will still own all of the rest of the globe. So that may be one of the reasons they don't want to sell and may in fact just let it die, even though they'll miss out on tens of hundreds of billions of dollars. They have so far said they wouldn't sell. Though until they get through their appeals process, it is likely in their best interest to always say they won't sell. It's better for the prices they can command and also better for their appeal. I wonder other countries will do the same. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, yeah, we got to see how the appeal goes. Got to see what happens. But I do think there's a good case to be made. Hey, Big Ed, you seen Upside in Roblox? Recently got a job offer there, but currently working at a big blue social media company that seems safer in the long run. Big Blue, you mean Meta? Yeah, there's Upside in Roblox. It's dominant. It's dominant among kids. I will say, like, they are probably there's like an upswing part of a lot of tech companies when they're in pure growth phase and nobody's figured out what they do yet. Nobody in like the real world, and they get away with murder, literally and figuratively. And Roblox has gotten away with so much copyright infringement and exploitation of child labor. And then eventually people start to figure it out. And then finally there's like a bunch of lawsuits and regulation and all that shit cracks down. I think a lot of that probably will happen to Roblox eventually. So maybe, but it's definitely not a bad thing on your resume. It's high growth, high pay. Also though, Meta's not a bad place. So I mean, it's a bad place for society, but they did finally fucking drop the VR AR shit, pivot it all into AI. It's been decently good for the stock. Hey, Big A, do you have any pointers on whether to change jobs often after getting your degree? At what point should an employer be wary? I saw a great graph about changing jobs. Basically, it is like the only way to get paid more. I mean, I've already known this, but it was like it really put it in perspective because the point is like, you make so much more by switching jobs on average for most people. So it's tough. I'm not saying it's every single person's use case, but a lot of people will switch every few years just because it's the only way to get that salary or that promotion that you're trying to get. It just makes more money. And it happens so often with so many people. Like I used to read resumes for jobs I was hiring for. And it's like, it's tough to if someone's good, they're good, and it's tough to be picky just because they switch jobs every 2-3 years or whatever. Especially when you know that that's how they get paid. So I don't think it'll hurt you. Caveat, if you're changing jobs every year, they will ask about it. And you better have a good fucking answer. If you, like I'm talking about, this is mostly in like the tech industry, but like if you have a job, you know, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, that means you haven't really done anything yet. It's very hard to just sit down and get much accomplished in your first year. A lot of it's getting up to speed, and because they're not going to want to hire you or train or anything because you're obviously just going to jump. But 2-3 is pretty normal. What I saw in tech a lot was like a lot of people were like 2-3 all over, 2-3 years everywhere, jumping around. And there's always be like a few people that are like 18 years Microsoft. There's just like a few companies where people will just sit there and work for fucking 18 years. There'll be like people that are like 9 years Google, 18 years Microsoft. NVIDIA had people like that. NVIDIA had people that were there like fucking 25 years. 25 years NVIDIA. But all those people are now fucking billionaires. I saw a thing. There was a guy, mid-level NVIDIA employee, retires with $62 million from stock options. Just a mid-level dude that worked there for 18 years and did the normal, this is ESPP, the stock purchase package. They just basically put 10% of your income into stock and bought it at the lowest price in that 6-month period, and he just kept doing it. Dude retired with $62 million, and he wasn't even like high up in the company. That's swag as fuck. Yeah, he's set for life. He's literally set for life. The guy's not even old. I mean, that's like one of his earliest jobs. He did it for 18 years and now he's fucking done. Hey, Big A, can you drop everything and dedicate this stream to New Zealand socioeconomic problems by a dude named Christopher Luxon, who's running our country like a business? No, I cannot drop everything. Your country's too small, bro. Your country's too small. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. I'm sure you do have problems, and I'm sure your real estate is expensive, and it's hard for young people to get started financially. I'm sure that's true, because that's true in every fucking country. I'm positive. However, that being said, your problems are not that bad. Bro, you got this tiny ass, beautiful fucking country. I was just there. Everyone's living pretty fucking peacefully. Your cities don't have a huge homelessness problem. The weather was great. Everyone seemed friendly. You got good health care. What do you fucking... Come on, dude. If I'm going to talk about a country that is like, has better social safety net than America, but still has huge fucking problems that need to be discussed, I'm going to talk about fucking Canada. Because Canada has a way worse real estate problem than both America and New Zealand, and Canada has fucking shit weather. So I'll talk about Canada. Or if I want to talk about a country that is worse than, maybe has slightly better fucking healthcare and fewer guns than America, but overall is an overall disaster, I'll talk about the fucking UK, which is just a depressing country. The UK just depresses me, bro. It's like seeing this old fucking warrior beat the fuck down. It's like a veteran, dude. A Vietnam veteran covered in pee.